Okay, hi, welcome to this YouTube channel book review with my five most favorite sports books of all time. My number one favorite sports book of all time is Dream Team by Jack McCallum. This book is an awesome sports book going over the Olympics, the Dream Team with Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Patrick Ewing, um, Carl Malone, all the great players at the time, and won the gold medal. Chuck Daly was the coach, and I liked this book because it really just supports the fact of talent and how important talent and the people you're around are important. How important talent and people are in order to achieving success, becoming excellent at something, winning a gold medal, for instance. Um, and this is just pretty much very hard to argue with when it comes to talent is important with sports, teamwork, um, and the people around you, coaches and players, are important to be successful. Number two book, best sports book is called Bart Starr by David Clairbout, who was a football quarterback for the Green Bay Packers when they won the two Super Bowls with Vince Lombardi, the very two first Super Bowls. He was number 15, and this book is very good if you want to. Again, for a sports book, it emphasizes the importance of leadership and how, if you're on a team, leadership, talent really matter to win games. It's better to follow a good leader than a lazy leader or leader who doesn't care about winning as much. And this book is very good in explaining how Bart Starr was not only the quarterback with a lot of talent in throwing the ball and running the ball, he also was the offensive coordinator basically during the first two Super Bowls. They would practice. Vince Lombardi and the other coaches would go over plays, but during the game, he would do the play calling. Bart Starr would, and and then also play quarterback. So back then, they didn't have all the coaches they do now in the booth and watching film. And so he was a very important leader to the Green Bay Packers winning the Super Bowls. Number three book, best sports book of all time, I chose was Urban Meyer Above the Line with Wayne Coffey. And this book helps you kind of realize how coaching matters to win. It has a chapter in here um, called the 10-80-10 principle, chapter 8, how to build an elite team. And it kind of goes over a lot of people don't like to use the word term elitism, but this kind of supports the concept of elitism and having very successful players on a team who are very good, very talented, very smart, and then as a coach and as those captains and leaders of the team, to have the rest of the leaders, the less experienced players, the less talented players, follow them versus some of the slackers on the team. So, kind of gives a good example of how to have a better team and coaching, how coaching is very important. Then next, I chose for number four best sports book, America's Game, the NFL at 100. And this is more of a history book for football and the NFL. I chose this book because I'm a football fan and enjoy football. It's a very popular sport and becoming more and more popular. And so this book kind of goes over the history of all the good teams, good coaches, good players over the history. And I would say if you like basketball, maybe you'd want to choose a history of basketball, NBA, or if you prefer soccer or baseball, maybe you would prefer a history book for baseball instead of football. But for number four, I chose a history book. So to go over this, we kind of got the number one book, talent, how talent and people are important. Number two, leadership, how captains and can be important. Third, coaches, how coaches can coach better and be good. And then a history book for a sport, for whichever sport is your favorite sport. And then finally, number five, Seabiscuit, an American legend by Laura Hillebrand. And I chose this book because um, Seabiscuit is a famous horse back in during the Depression, and there's a movie for it. Movie based this book and the movie are based on the true story of the racehorse Seabiscuit, who was very fast and good, and it got injured, and then some it actually they thought the horse was finished, but it recovered and then it started racing again and was successful again. So it was a very fast horse. It overcame a lot of adversity. It was during the Great Depression. The movie is very good in showing how people overcame during the Great Depression. And so I chose this book because it helps realize that maybe if you do get hurt in one of your sports, you can still recover and be successful again. and and it's a good movie. And I would suggest, yeah, there's a lot of movies out there also based on true stories that I'm not going to go into, but I may do movie reviews later. And so uh, maybe in the future I'll do some movie reviews of movies based on true stories that are motivational, or like this book review. My five most best books to read, best sports books to read are these five books. And guess I try maybe read them, enjoy them, comment if you like, subscribe to the channel, and maybe I'll do more movie reviews, maybe not. Have a good day. Thanks.